the telecast. Moving on, Jammu and Kashmir's Chief Minister Omar Abdullah has reached Ramban district to assess the ground situation in the aftermath of the flash floods and landslides in the area. 3 persons, including 2 minor siblings, were killed and more than 100 people were rescued after cloudburst-induced floods and landslides caused massive damage to infrastructure, including roads and residential buildings. Abdullah is now visiting the calamity-affected areas, but bad weather did not allow helicopter operation. However, the Chief Minister travelled by road after he was informed that the Banihal sector of the highway has been cleared. So what we are getting to know at this point of time, earlier we have seen that due to the cloud burst, it led to a landslide and it induced flash floods in Ramban and several other areas in Jammu and Kashmir, and we have seen that there was a huge damage to vehicles. They were left stranded. There was a damage to infrastructure, damages reported to temples. There were almost 25 to 30 infrastructure damages that were reported, but obviously the restoration work is still underway. It will take around a week for the restoration work to be completed, and we have with us Ajay Jandal joining us for further updates on the story. Ajay, what exactly is the current situation in after this Ramban landslide and the flash floods that were reported and Omar Abdullah's visit to Ramban? What's the current situation over there?
Well, this is the day 2 of Omar Abdullah's visiting Ramban district. Earlier yesterday he was there in the Banihal district, and today he has arrived in Ramban to review the restoration work of the national highway and the rescue operation which is going on over there. Because a lot of houses were damaged and several vehicles were also, worried under that flash floods and landslide which took place 3 days back. So definitely it's a challenging situation for the authorities, whether they are NDRF people, SDRF people, and then in army, those who are doing this work. Men and machinery is working round the clock, and Omar Abdullah is meeting the people, meeting the authorities like local officials over there to ensure that whatever is required that can be provided to the administration as well. Because the major thing is that road connectivity, which basically is cut off with the rest of the country as far as the Kashmir connectivity is concerned, that has to be restored as soon as possible, because this is the only lifeline which basically connects Kashmir with the rest of the country. So that's why restoration of the highway is the a priority for authorities over here, and that's why Omar Abdullah is visiting the Ramban and also going to meet the people over there.
Ajay, in terms of the tourist activities over there, what kind of impact does this have? Obviously, as you have stated, this highway connects Jammu to the rest of the country. So what kind of impact does this have?
See, when there is no connectivity, as far as the road connectivity to Kashmir is concerned, people, those who were on way to Kashmir, those who were on way to Jammu, they are stranded for 3 days. So how they'll, they have to be taken back to their destination or the location where they can at least get food and other things. That has to be seen. So that for that purpose, restoration of the highway is required. And as far as the shortage of other things, like because of disconnection between the Kashmir to rest of the country, for your fuel, with whether petroleums or anything, food items that is required in Kashmir, that will also create trouble, because shortage of food items or fresh and petroleum items, that can also happen if the restoration of highway will not take place in the next few days. No doubt that there is an alternate highway, which is Mughal Road, that is open for the traffic, but that has to be seen that whether traffic can be fully diverted to that road or not. That has to
All right, Ajay. All right. Thank you so much for joining us on the telecast. The wife of murdered Karnataka